We're back. Years ago, we had the Not Safe for Wonks podcast and a network that kind of went alongside it. And people have asked us about it all the time. We really loved what we were doing. But it's just the fact that if you're talking to artists, the fundraising end of things is just terrible. We had so many great conversations, and we're happy for everybody that donated to us on Patreon. You guys are all just the greatest of people, but also it was incredibly hard to even keep the thing at a financial level where we could pay the main bills to keep the podcast running and the streaming services going from like day to day and week to week. And it was just a pain in the butt. So now we're kind of able to sponsor our own community to do so many of the things that we wanted in terms of culture, creativity, community, activism. And I'm going to be just thrilled to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. If you haven't met me before, what is Ghost Coast Video? And then we'll talk about what we can achieve collectively. And I'd say about 15 minutes, you'll know what the next steps are. So first of all, Ghost Coast Video, we're video that inspires action. And we use what we sell to create art, culture, and community. What we do is video production. We take an ugly video that someone shoots and we make it look good again. Or if they're somebody who just needs consistency, then we can take their video output and we can make it into real shorts, images, texts, emails, everything like that, and help them stay connected with donors and volunteers. We can also help you bring in targeted leads and fill your calendar with appointments. It's very rare that we run into somebody that needs this service, but when they need it a lot, right? Which means for us, we have a lot of infrastructure for, everything that we give to people and sell. We have to do it ourselves. So we have a podcast network, we have social media, we do reels, we do shorts, we do long form videos, we produce everything in every channel, and we don't have to do all of that. It can be done with a team of people. Why a podcast network? This is kind of our main method for talking about who we are and doing what we talk about. And for a lot of people, you already have your hands full. If you're struggling to keep up with people across social media platforms, hey, you're on Instagram, but what about LinkedIn? What about Twitter? What about YouTube? We're able to kind of help you with in-house tools. We're able to help you with personal outreach, and we're able to help you with a real-world community that will recognize your work and care about it and give it feedback. And that's not always easy. It's not always as easy as saying, hey, I'm an artist, and people give you money. You have to go through a lot of steps of credibility building. And so we help you with all of those steps. And if you're a person who can write and share your ideas, if you're a person who knows technology, whether that's, we're not talking about you've got to be a coder or a developer, although that's great. But if you know how to send an email, or if you know how to use Google Docs or Google Drive, or Monday or Trello, or Instagram or any social media tool, those are all kind of things that we use. If you're a physical location and you're like, wow, I could use 20 or 30 people that were all interested in what I was doing, and like 3 or 4 of them were ready to spend money on what I make, that's something that we can do. And we also just love, boy, I don't know how to do anything, but I love meeting artists and feeling like I'm a part of the scene. We have lots of training because we're a business. So we have all kinds of like, how do you do this, that, or the other that anybody can do? And when you're trying to build credibility with somebody, you have to go through all of these steps, right? They visit your website, they look at it, they listen to the music, they check out your social media, they look for popularity, and then they start interacting with you. So we try to help you with each of these individual steps. And we can help you tap into real world projects that are happening and connect you with what's going on, so that even if you don't have the capacity to do a full project yourself, you can pitch in with something that's happening. And this is the infrastructure that can give you continuous exposure or fun. And for us, it's really just about taking our conduct seriously. We want to help improve the state of the world. That means like no isms, no gross behavior, no abuse. And our standards will rise with time. Really just try to be positive and uplift the people around you. How can we help? We can feature you. Those are the easiest ways for us to do it. We can give you a podcast under our banner and sponsor it. If you already have a podcast that just needs boosting, we can help you with that. If you don't want to contribute as like a full show, but you just love to talk, then we'll find you opportunities to be a guest or to just appear at special events once in a while. And we can boost you. We'll give you invitations to groups that boost posts. We'll help you promote your content, and we'll cover the cost of social media software and or split it. We're obviously spending money on that kind of stuff all the time. So this is your opportunity to just be a part of what's already happening. We like to think in terms of roles. These are non-hierarchical roles. A client is important, a partner is important, an affiliate is important, a viewer is important. A successful community needs all of these things. So I want to talk to you a little bit about them. Viewers, we're going to ask you to come to meetings, like and subscribe, open emails, send us messages, just coming to events. And anybody we meet is a friend of the show. And really, any sort of network that relies on interacting with people relies on people. So it's just great to have you here, even if you're just watching casually. Affiliates, when people ask, hey, what can we do to help the entertainment that I'm getting? Those people are affiliates. Generally, when you want to get referrals to grow your business, we like to give referrals to people who we've worked with in some capacity. So if you do anything like running a calendar or editing a show or spreading the word, it means you're working with us, which means we can give you a great review. We can help distribute what you're doing. It just opens up a lot, right? Partners, and it just means you've already got a lot of tools in house, and you're giving us footage, you're promoting our events, you're hosting a show, you're running a show, and vice versa. If you have that level of capacity, we file you as a partner. It's not really mathematically too different from being an affiliate. It's just how we file you, because there are certain communications that are good for this group and not for this one. And of course, we love having clients. I mean, these are people who they might spend the least amount of time with us and make the most amount of money. They sign the paperwork and they get lots of efficiency out of our systems. Our community is kind of ad hoc. We do what we can do when we can do it. But being a client means you become priority one of what we do. Monetization. You've got lots of options. We have merchandise, website, mailing list, and we want to plug you into all of these as we grow, doing events and cross promotion, and doing, the more that we can plug each other, I think the more bigger all of the events get. We also have a mailing list for reaching out to our supporters. And we can include your fundraising project or donation ask or whatever. And sponsored events. We're always doing that kind of outreach. We want more donors. Those are the people that underwrite what we're doing. If we're doing an event, we want people to pay for it. So feel free to join in that process. We can tell you just everything about how we do it. And also t-shirts, buttons, prints, posters, stickers. We kind of have it set up to where you can be a vital part of what we're doing at any level of the proceeding, just no matter what. And we also have a lovely website. You can go to ghostcoast.video to see more. And in the future, films, coaching, touring, and just building a general good vibe. If you have any questions about any of this, go to ghostcoast.video/contact and just send a video, send an audio, send a text. Just send your thoughts, and we'll show you some next steps. What we're doing now is building out training. We have a lot of internal training, but it's not totally fit for public consumption. We want to show you how we do all of our main core tasks. And we also want to give you access to our radio channel. And if you want to listen to that, you can go to ghostcoast.video/radio. I think that's it. I wanted to keep it really brisk, and it's been as brisk as it gets. I really appreciate you sitting here and listening and talking, and I hope that it gives you inspiration because we're doing lots of cool stuff, and we love it when people participate. I think that's it. Bye bye.